welcome back to another video. I'm gonna be honest, I almost completely forgot to do this. It's 4:52 Mountain Time, and the game starts at 6:15 or 25 Mountain Time. So I have an hour and a half. No way in heck is this coming up before the game. Depending on how short I can make this, maybe tonight, probably not. But yeah, so let's just get into it. My record, as you can see in the top right corner of your screen, is 77-41, 1-1, obviously being the tie between the Eagles and the Bengals. Let's get into it. It's week 9 already. We're like halfway done. That's sad. It feels like the season literally just started a couple days ago, like seriously. It's been like 2 months since I had to go through every single game of last year to find the one game that I missed. I don't know what the game because my game was one off. My record was one off. So yeah, that was angering. And then I didn't even record the audio on the video I tried to film or record. So that was a sad day. Anyway, so yeah, Packers and 49ers. I'm gonna pick the Packers because the 49ers are just dying. So yeah, I'm gonna pick the Packers. Broncos, Falcons. Falcons kind of look like a competent team-ish. I think that typically does happen after you fire a coach. The guys actually like the coach and feel like playing for him. So I guess that's kind of been what's helped them. They looked fairly good last week. Broncos. Chargers just found a way to lose that game. Their Chargers are like the Falcons, or the Falcons are like the Chargers, I guess, because the Chargers have been doing it for longer. But, yeah, I'm going to pick the Falcons to win this week, because the Broncos aren't very good. I don't think Drew Lock's very good. As a Dolphins fan, I'm now officially glad that we didn't draft him. I've been saying for the past year, like, yeah, I wish we drafted Drew Lock. I'd rather have Tua. As low as I am on Tua, not that low, but lower than other people. He's better than Drew Lock. Seahawks, Bills. I'm gonna pick the Seahawks because they are better than the Bills. Bills almost lost to the Patriots. If it wasn't for Cam Newton not being good, the Bills would have lost that game more than likely. I always knew Cam Newton wouldn't be good. I was kind of doubting that after, like, whenever they played the Seahawks. That was his one good game this year, and against the Dolphins. Other than that, he's been very bad, and I was right. Thank goodness I was right. He's not a good quarterback. I would bet that Jarrett Stidham is the starter in the next 2 weeks. But we're not talking about the Patriots, so I'll wait until later to do that. I'm gonna pick the Seahawks because they're better. The Bills aren't that great. I mean, they're okay. Maybe top 10 team. Maybe. I'd still say they probably win the division, though, because Dolphins probably won't. Though I will say we do have a chance, the Dolphins. Just, our schedule is a lot easier after this week, so we'll see. I'm going to pick the Seahawks to win that. Ravens, Colts. I'm going to pick the Ravens simply because they're better than the Colts. I'm about as low as anybody on the Colts. Their defense is amazing. Phillip Rivers is not. I mean, yeah, I don't know what else to say. The rest of the offense isn't really that great either. Like, they don't have a big superstar or like anybody in particular that you're scared of on offense, do they? Like, you have Quentin Nelson, but he's an offensive lineman that can only take you so far. They have an amazing offensive line, but again, it can only take you so far. Like, I'm not scared of Phillip Rivers. I'm not scared of freaking Marlon Mack, or he's hurt, isn't he? Nyheim Hines, or Jonathan Taylor, or T.Y. Hilton anymore, or I think Paris Campbell got hurt. Yeah, they just, I don't know. They're just, I don't think, they're not that good. Like, anyway, Ravens, I think, will win. Yeah, Texans, Jags. This one was the hardest one for me. I don't know how the Texans are favored by 7, I'm pretty sure I saw. That's absurd. No, not 7, like 2, maybe, at the most. Like, It's gonna be a close game, I think. I'm gonna pick the Texans just because they're a little more talented than the Jags, and Jags have like Jake Luton starting at quarterback, who I actually did like coming out of Oregon State in this past draft. But he's not that good. I liked him as 6th round. Thought he would be a good quarterback to take in the 6th round if you're a team like the Jaguars. But he's not that good. We'll see, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna pick the Texans to win. Panthers, Chiefs. I don't really need to explain this, but the Chiefs, I think, will win. Lions, Vikings. Gonna pick the Lions. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the Lions, but they're underrated somehow. Like, no one's talking about the Lions. I mean, I'm really not either. Only saying no one else is, but like, they're not that bad. Like, Stafford's a top 10 quarterback. I think Galladay's hurt. Yeah, so anyway, that wasn't very compelling, was it? But they're just a very solid team, and the Vikings, I've always thought from the beginning of the season that they aren't going to do that well, and they really haven't. Not sure what happened last week that allowed them to beat the Packers, but I feel like they're going to lose this week, because honestly, I think the Lions are better. Bears, Titans, I'm going to pick the Titans. As low as I am on the Titans, the Bears just suck. So yeah, they're definitely not what their record would suggest. Giants and the football team. The last time this happened, I'm pretty sure the Giants, that was their one win. Because the football team has 2 wins against the Eagles and the Cowboys. Yeah, so Giants, I'm gonna pick to win. They're better, I think. Their defense is actually pretty decent. Joe Judge is looking like actually looking like a good coach. So for the future, I think that they have a good future ahead of them if they can find a quarterback. Because Daniel Jones sucks. But the Redskins are in a much worse... I said it. Dang it, that's the first time I did it. No! Sorry if that offended anybody. The football team. Dang it. I've gone 9, or like a little over 8 weeks without saying it. Dang it. The football team is in a much worse position. Gosh, dang it. Yeah, just with everything. Other than their D-line, that's looking like it's going to be pretty good. Raiders, Chargers, I'm going to pick the Raiders. I don't really know why exactly, just they're better, I guess. Moving on. Dolphins, Cardinals. Okay, so I'm a Dolphins fan. I really wish that I could pick the Dolphins to win, but I don't think it will happen. I think that everyone's on the Dolphins hype train all of a sudden, and then they're going to lose a fairly close game within 10 points, I think. And then everyone's going to jump off and, they're a bottom 10 team in the league again after now we're top 15 all of a sudden. The Cardinals are a top 10 team, I think. They're really good. I've always liked them. I was off their bandwagon for about 2 weeks and then jumped right back on. I've always liked them for the future, but this season there was 2 weeks that made me kind of question it. Not anymore. They're legitimate. They think that they will make the playoffs this season, especially with the expanded playoffs. They've outperformed my expectations, and I was really high on them. I love Kyler Murray. And as great of a defense that the Dolphins have, it's probably top 10 at this point, right? That's the reason we won last week. But Kyler Murray, I'd say, is the best scrambling quarterback in the league. You're probably saying Lamar Jackson. He just... I'm lower on him. If you watched this all of last year, I said that every week. But... I don't know. Kyler Murray looks so much faster, it seems, and he just looks more comfortable. It looks more natural for him, if you know what I mean. Not saying Lamar is bad. He's probably number 2, but... So I think the Cardinals beat the Dolphins, as much as I hate to say it. But I wouldn't be opposed to the Dolphins winning, obviously. That would make me happier. Steelers, Cowboys. I'm just going to pick the Steelers because the Cowboys suck. They're about on the same level as the Jets at this point. Who we're going to talk about in 2 games. Oh, great. Saints, Bucks. I'm going to pick the Bucks. I mean, they're top 3 team? Let's see. Top 2 teams are, I think, definitely the Chiefs and the Steelers. Third's either the Bucks or probably the Bucks. And then Seahawks, Packers, or Packers, Seahawks. I don't know. So yeah, they're really good. Saints are pretty good. Don't know how they've continued to score like 30 plus points with Drew Brees as their quarterback. I don't think it'll happen this week though. The Bucks defense is pretty dang good. Yeah, so I'm gonna pick the Bucks to win, and now probably the most boring Monday night game of the season: Patriots and Jets. I'm gonna pick the Patriots. I actually contemplated picking the Jets because the Patriots I just feel like suck, and this is kind of what the Jets did last year. What the Dolphins did last year. Everyone's like, oh, they're the worst team in the league. They're definitely gonna get the number 1 pick, and then all of a sudden we turn it on and do good and get a couple games at the end of the season. I don't necessarily think that'll happen with the Jets to that extent, but I do think that they will end up with a win, whether against the Patriots or they play the Patriots twice. I don't know. I think that they will surprise and get at least 1 win this season. Maybe that's just me saying that, hoping that they won't get Trevor Lawrence. But you know what would be the most funny thing ever? If Trevor Lawrence decides not to come out of college because the Jets have the number 1 pick. He's said he's planning on going to the NFL, but he doesn't know for sure. That would be the best thing ever. And now their GM's saying, like, Adam Gase is part of the solution. Unless he means that by, like, he's helping us lose every game to get a better pick. He's delusional. I hate Adam Gase. He is evil. I always thought that it was Ryan Tannehill that was the problem in Miami. It was Adam Gase. Yeah. So, I'm glad we got Flores now. But yeah, anyway, Patriots I still think will beat the Jets. These are my predictions for this week. I got that, it was like 12 minutes, so that was longer than I expected. Anyway, see you guys next week, and bye.